All right, next up, we have another interesting recipe, our 3-cheese sardine and vegetable Mornay. Okay, so we're gonna start out with a pan with our melted butter. So we're gonna melt that, and then we're now gonna be adding the flour, the all-purpose flour. So we're gonna be making a roux. So as we all know, roux is a combination of pretty much equal amounts of fat and flour. So my fat is the butter. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that all up. And what we specifically need for this recipe is a blonde roux. So the moment you combine the butter and the flour, this becomes your white roux. You cook it even further to that, you'll end up with a brown roux. Okay, a brown roux is very distinct because of its color and its nutty aroma and flavor. So for this recipe, we don't want it to reach brown. We just want that blonde roux. Okay, so at this point, we can see that the roux has now turned from white to a color blonde. I will now add the fresh milk. So as I add the fresh milk, notice that I am adding it very gradually, allowing the blonde roux to absorb the liquid. Okay, I'm not adding more than what the roux can absorb. Okay, so I'm gonna keep adding that until you can see the roux slowly thinning out. So I'm now gonna be adding my clove, dried bay leaf, and diced onions. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna give it a nice stir. Okay, then I'm gonna let this simmer. We're gonna be straining this here. So as you can see, this is pretty much a very smooth sauce. All right, right there. So I'm now gonna be adding my grated Gruyere cheese. There you go. So the sauce is still warm. Okay, I'm gonna add that there. Okay, then I'm gonna season it with salt and ground black pepper. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside, and we're now gonna be tossing the vegetables together. Okay, so these are all steamed. Okay, pre-steamed already. Okay, so I toss them all together. Again, I'm gonna be seasoning it with a little salt and just a tad bit of pepper. So, at this point, I'm going to be popping this in an oven, preheated hot oven, okay, for roughly around 10-15 minutes, okay, depending on the size. What we want to end up with is a nice medium golden crust on the surface. Okay, we're back. So, it's been 8 minutes in a 190-degree oven. And as you can see, we have a nice medium golden gratinée on the surface. Again, your 3-cheese sardine and vegetable Mornay. Enjoy!